welcome to another paint with me video. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, but I had these clips filmed and just like sitting waiting for ages, so I thought, why not put them all together, because this painting was, I spent a long time on it, and it kind of went on quite a transformation. So this was after working on it for probably about a week, and I've kind of gotten past all of the awkward kind of like sketching out phases. For the face, I really wanted like a really strong contrast between the part in the shadow and the really bright part, but I also wanted to have like a lot of pastel colors and just keep it all like coherent, and I always want the face to feel kind of like a part of the background as well, like it's all kind of meshed together for me in my brain, like where the flowers or I don't know if I can even call them flowers, but in my mind they're flowers. I'm sure I've said this before in my last paint with me video, but yeah, to me the face is like a flower too, and that's how I paint it in my mind. Does that make sense? But yeah, it's funny looking at the painting now, I almost wish I like had left it. I don't know what it is, but sometimes when I look back at some paintings, I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I had just like left those areas blank, or like emphasized those blank areas somehow, but it's all good. I think like each painting has its own kind of flow and its own life, and like it needs to come out, it needs to happen, you know. Like it is what it is kind of thing. But yeah, I finished this quite a while ago actually, and I feel like my style has already changed, or at least it feels different to me. It's always really hard for me to sit objectively and be like, oh, my style's changed so much. Like it just feels different, and like my approach changes a little bit as well. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just looking at this now and I'm kind of like, oh, those like peachy cream areas of like flat space, like I just really enjoy them. But it's kind of good in a way, because it's kind of forcing me to look back and then compare now to like all the work that's either in my brain or like in progress, and kind of reassess and think, okay, what do I want to keep, what do I want to like, you know, change maybe. But yeah, I still think I am happy with how the painting turned out. Talk a bit more about my process and how I approach bigger paintings like this. I had a very specific image in mind. It was almost like a cocktail of all these different things, and I just knew I wanted it to feel really almost like an explosion. It sounds bad, but like I just wanted it to feel like really abundant, I guess, like really colourful, but I also had like specific tones and values that I wanted to work with, like with this specific type of teal and pink, but yeah, I knew that I wanted it to feel like an abundance of growth and flow around her. And I think for this painting specifically, and well, all of my paintings that have women in them, there's always something that I'm interpreting, or I was gonna say feeding off from, but that sounds really like weird. But there's something, if it's the person in particular that I'm painting, there's something about them that is inspiring me, and then I'm trying to express that. But yeah, I didn't actually say who this is inspired by, but I had found these photos of MIA, who is a rapper slash artist slash singer. Yeah, and I just think she's really beautiful, and I don't know, there was something about, like, I was listening to her music as well, and yeah, I don't know, this was my interpretation, I guess. It's weird because for me personally, I don't reflect too much on why it is that I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing with my art. It's usually after the fact, and it's almost like I'm leaving little breadcrumbs for myself, and then like after a few weeks or so of work, I will turn around and be like, oh, and follow the trail and be like, oh, okay, I see how that added up to that. And yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy that. I really enjoy just kind of, I feel like I'm doing this way more now, which is really, really nice. And I'll talk more about how my process has changed and everything, like in my next videos. But yeah, kind of being drawn by my own intuition as opposed to really thinking a lot about it. Yeah, it's almost like getting carried away in like a daydream, and you catch yourself and you're like, oh, I was just in this whole world. That's kind of how it is for me anyway, and I'm really trying to lean more into that and like following threads that don't really make sense. But like I said, it's often not till afterwards that I'll be like, oh, okay, I see how these things came together. But yeah, this painting, now I think about it, was actually a really special turning point, because I think I understand what I was trying to do in that painting way more than when I was doing it, which is evidence of what I was saying, right? But yeah, I'm just at this point, I think at this point I was really struggling actually with it. It's at that midpoint where the bit before where I was saying I liked all the blank space, like there's certain points where you can kind of commit to it and be like, okay, this is what it's going to be, and then you kind of go further and you have to kind of commit and go the full way. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. But yeah, I'm gonna insert some pictures at the end because I actually don't think I got a full shot, but yeah. Okay, so luckily I did find some footage of the finished painting, which I'm very pleased about. But here she is. I did change a few things, but yeah, I'll post on my Instagram as well. But thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I'll see you next time.